Well, welcome. Today we're going to be practicing using line work and complementary colors with watercolor. It's a fun, exciting time. We're going to talk about tapered lines, we're going to talk about different kinds of lines, and we're going to talk about layering or wash, as it's called in watercolor. Enjoy. Get ready for the transition. Alright, you can see here I got a piece of paper. This is watercolor paper, and we're just going to trim it up and we're going to tape it down. The reason why you want to tape it down is because you don't want it to wrinkle up on you too bad. It wrinkles up on you too bad, you have a bad day. I don't want you to have a bad day, so tape it down. So you can see I'm having some time with taking this off. We want a nice clear edge. Clean, crisp, and clear. Let's make that clear, shall we? Alright. And you can see I have it there, put it in about the center, and now I start grabbing my tape. And you want to go all the way across. There you go. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. You don't want to rub down with too hard with your fingernail or anything like that. You want to gently just put and get the sticky side on there so it keeps it in place. You adhere the chemical that's in that tape to the paper, and it's going to stick forever. Same thing with the mason board. So you don't want to stick forever. We want to use them for a long, long, long time. So do not rub it. Okay? You don't want a watercolor brush. You want one like this. It's a medium brush. Look at that. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay. Now we got water, and you got the water there. We got the paper. We got the water, the paper, and the palette. We got everything. Grab some water and find a color and start irritating it. Yes, that's what they call agitating, but irritating works for me. I'm going to grab some water. I'm going to choose a color, and I'm just going to put some water in there, and then I'm going to move it back and forth. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? You don't want to hold this like a dart. You want to make sure that you get a pretty good hue. You can see a dart. I got my pinky out. My pinky will be out. Yes, you can make fun of me. I don't care. The grip is there so that you can grip it, and that's where you're supposed to hold it from. And then you're going to just go straight across. You're going to want to keep in mind that you don't want to just stop, like I'm stopping here, and some of the liquid you can see is going to be pulling up at the end of it where I stop. You want to lift your hand up as you go so you have a nice smooth rat tail. You can see here that it balls up at the bottom, and you're just practicing lines, doing diagonal, vertical, straight, whatnot. And you're just playing around with the materials. I want you to get to understand how to use line work, and you want you to try to use thick lines, thin lines as possible. And you can see I got different lines at different weights. And I want you to try out a variety of different lines. So you're going to see me do some different lines over here. See my pinkies out. We got curly Q's. Curly Q lines. See, I went real thick at first, then thin. You want to try to go thick and thin. Depends how much pressure you lay down on the brush. Depends on how wide the bristles go, which will depend on how thick and thin you're going to go. Okay? What you're going to do after you do one color, you're going to do the complementary color. Color opposites football at Christmas time. So like red and green, blue and orange. Chicago Bears. So I'm doing blue. I'm going to wait till it dries. And you're going to see the colors it makes when you lay over top of it. You should get a different hue, more closer to a brown where it overlays. Because I want you to understand how color works as you're painting, because you want to paint in washes. We paint in washes when we paint with watercolors so that we can get those intensities. And I want you to be able to understand how the color changes by practicing it now with the line work and with brush control. This is all about brush control, and it's all about color washes. And that's, you're going to fill out the page. So that's all you need to do. Watch the rest of it. Remember, more pressure, the bristles flail out more, which you get a thicker line. You want to try thick and thin lines.